Oh, hi. Didn't see you come in there. The second expansion for Destiny 2, Warmind, sucks. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of Destiny. I think everybody knows that, but it's getting pretty fucking hard to defend this shit. So let's just jump right into it. I don't like it. It's getting really hard to defend what the fuck they're doing. I love Destiny. I've loved Destiny from the beginning to a degree, but man, the hate that it's getting, I was kind of trying to defend it and what it was, but with this latest expansion, I don't think I can stand up for it anymore. I think I have to be part of the other side that am going to be on the more bitching side of it. Let's start off with what it is entirely. It is DLC. It is about $20. If you bought both DLCs together, they'll go down to $15 because it's $30 for both. This DLC is short, okay, for the story part. We're talking 3 hours short. The story in general, is it worth it to learn more about what it's offering? Kind of. We learned a little bit more about Rasputin, where Rasputin comes from. We meet Anna Bray and her family apparently were the ones who kind of created Rasputin, which is a Warmind, which is essentially one of the most powerful weapons that's ever been created. And we learned a little bit about Zol, who is Oryx's like brother or whatever, but he's 10 times weaker than Oryx, so he's pretty much just a fucking another fucking hive. Okay. We've heard a lot about worm gods that created the hive. They're showing their face now, and that's pretty much it. Rasputin pretty much ends up saying, hey, you know, I'm on humanity's side on my own terms. Just don't fuck with me or I'll fuck you up. And that's the story. Now, I love the lore of Destiny, but honestly, I think I'd rather just have fucking Morgan Freeman read me the story as a fucking bedtime story with maybe a fucking picture book with some pop-up shit in it. Dude, I'm sorry, but I mean, the story it's kind of diving a little bit more down the rabbit hole to learn some stuff, but not for the price that I'm paying for $15. It's not great. That's not my biggest gripe with it, to be honest with you. I have a lot of other ones. Now, you know that when you're getting a Destiny expansion, you're definitely going to be getting a little bit more upgrade, maybe in light or in your actual total level. You are going up from 25 to 30. Cool. You can even do that in the story mode. I literally had to go do some public events for about 30 minutes, which is dragged out even more, wanting me to get the story done. So that was just kind of padding to even, I feel like, making the story even a little bit longer, which really didn't even make the story longer. I just had to do more shit to grind. The couple exotics that I've gotten, I think I've gotten 2. They're okay, they're cool, they're different, but I mean, that's just with any exotic or new legendary guns. They're just different. It doesn't fucking change anything. They're just a different way to play it. I've got a few cool guns. I got a really cool exotic handgun, which was pretty dope. But then I got, when you finish the DLC, they automatically give you an exotic, one of 3 classes, the one I got for my Titan. It's alright, it's cool. I mean, it's a fucking exotic that just changes shit up. Once again, not fucking astounding here. Obviously, there's some new multiplayer maps. Nothing fucking astounding or anything. Nothing to write home about. Nothing that I thought was, hey, this is fucking groundbreaking map. I really like this map. I can see myself playing a lot with this map. Nope, none of that shit. Now here's one of my biggest fucking gripes, okay, so the strikes. Okay, the strikes are a big fucking part of, I think, why a lot of people play Destiny. It's fucking, you know, a strike. The strikes are literally the same thing that you played in the story missions. Nothing different, nothing abstract to make you say, oh, this is different, the strikes are different, they spent some time on the strikes. Nope. Just fucking more story. Would you play with a fire team? That's harder. Wow, fucking Bungie. Wow. That is just piss poor bullshit at this point. Like I said, I love Destiny, and it's getting really hard to defend the shit when that's the shit they're doing. There has been death marches and all kinds of stuff about how Destiny is failing and going down the toilet. Do I see that actually happen anytime soon? Probably not. I know there's a decent sized fan base, And honestly, if you're asking me if they put out another DLC while I buy it, hell yes I will, because I love the story, I do love the game, but I'm finding myself playing the game less and less and less because of shit like this. I'm not expecting them to change the fucking game. I'm not expecting them to throw a curveball and change up everything that I've done thus far. All I'm asking for is a fucking Striker 3 that's different from the story that I just played. I don't think that that's asking that much, especially when I'm paying $15. I paid $15. If you bought it solo, or if you're choosing to, that's $20. Fuck you, dude. Come on. That's a lot that you're asking for. Well, we're adding in, the different levels and the different stuff, and, there's more guns and stuff that we made. Okay, that's part of Destiny. I mean, that's just part of the game. I don't understand why we need to pay that much for it. If I'm going to be paying that much money for a DLC, 3 hours for a story, I could maybe wrap my head around that if it was crazy good, short, quick, and sweet, get right to the end. I'm cool with that. But I don't really feel like I enjoyed myself as much as I should, especially for a Destiny story. I know everybody says Destiny doesn't have story. They do. But I find that it's even getting more watered down every time they release something. I don't understand what happened from the Taken King and everything else. When the Taken King came out, that story was amazing. The acting was amazing. Everything was amazing. What we've gotten with the last expansion and this expansion, it's nothing. Like, their stories, they capitalize and make more on the Destiny universe, but nothing that I am like, whoa, it's just like, okay, there's that, it's nothing, nothing. I mean, you would think that with all the stuff that's going around surrounding Destiny and its negative publicity, that this would be the time for them to release their second DLC and say, hey, we're going to do some shit here. We're going to change some things up. We're going to make some things happen. Nope. Nothing. Just more of the same, which is not always a bad thing. And I know to say that I want more different something in Destiny would be, crazy. But what I'm saying is, this would be the time to really jump the gun and really do something a little bit more dramatic with all the death marches that you have. But nope, I don't understand what's going on and why it is so difficult for them to do something just good. Everything is not bad. It's so mediocre and it's so just by the numbers shit. So I'm really disappointed in it. And I'll be honest with you. Every time something from Destiny that's been released, granted not the last expansion for Destiny 2, but everything else that as far as Destiny and Destiny 2, especially when it came out, I have had workarounds to do whatever I could to make sure I had that day off and that I was able to play it that day. This expansion, I honestly even forgot the shit had came out. I knew it came out that day. I was like, hey, oh shit, it's Destiny 2 expansion's out today. I guess I'll get around to that when I have a minute. There's nothing there anymore to drive me to want to go and play it and go to get it. And it's just, I'm so disappointed. I don't know what it's going to take to turn this shit around. So if you're asking me if you do happen to like, hey man, you like Destiny? Yeah, all right. Is it worth it to even get it in the first place? I guess if I can answer that question. It's going to have me play a little bit more of it. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to go and just not play it anymore. I think I'll spend a couple even more hours with it. Maybe try to get a few more exotics, but I'm going to get burned out even quicker than I always have. I've always had this cycle with Destiny where I play it for a while, I'll put it down, I'll pick it back up, I'll put it down for a long time, pick it up, play it for a while. But the cycles that I'm playing it versus the periods of it I'm not playing, the periods of not playing are growing larger and larger and larger. And it's just, these are the reasons why. I'm not getting anything fresh. I'm not getting anything new. Now you are getting the strikes. You are getting these new Crucible, arenas. You are getting a new story, but they're so just mediocre. There's not even the strikes aren't even, they're just the same thing that you just did in the story. I mean, I was rushing to get to a strike because that's one of the funnest parts of Destiny. I couldn't wait to go see what the new strikes were about. And when I saw that it was two of the same fucking things from the story, oh man, dude, at this point, I just don't even know where to go with it. This is not the reason to get back into Destiny if you're looking for one, because this damn sure is just, it's not great. It's just not great. It's not terrible. It's not great. That's the best way I can put it. And being Bungie standards is just really hard to stomach, and I can no longer defend the bullshit that they're doing. So I mean, even the worm, the worm god that's, these worm gods that we've heard about forever, they're supposed to be this big fucking appearance, right? Because apparently they're the reason the Hive are the way the Hive are. They created the Hive. That's where the Hive come from. It finally shows its face, and it looks like a fucking Trimmer. You ever seen that fucking movie Trimmer? All I needed was fucking Bert with his fucking elephant gun on my fucking firing team, and it'd fucking be over in a second. So I just don't know what else to do with Destiny. I'm going to continue playing it. I'm going to probably continue to buy everything that they put out. I just got to say that this expansion specifically has been the most disappointing thing that I've seen from Destiny so far. And that's coming from a diehard fan. And I'm really disappointed, really just almost ashamed to call myself a Destiny fan anymore if this is the stuff that they're attempting to do and to put out. It's not going to bring you back into Destiny. It's going to bring some cool shit, but this is not the reason to come back. And if you are looking to come back, it's not the worst fucking thing in the whole world, but you're not going to be blown away by anything. It's average at best, and disappointing, especially if you're a Destiny fan. I expect much more from you. I expect much, much more from you. So this is Kamikaze Soundwaves. Hope you enjoyed me ranting about fucking Destiny Warmind fucking shit. So thanks for watching, and we'll check you over the next one later.